Built to house the wreckage of the mighty Vasa Warship, Stockholm's Vasa Museum, Vasa Museum, is now one of Scandinavia's most visited attractions, drawing over 1 million annual visitors. Part of Sweden's national maritime museums system, the Vasa Museum is located on the island of Djurgården and remains the only place in the world where visitors can see a fully intact 17th century ship.
Special boy man siya.
Vasa or Vasa, A, is a Swedish warship built between 1626 and 1628. The ship sank after sailing roughly 1,300 meters, 1,400 yards, into her maiden voyage on August 10, 1628. She fell into obscurity after most of her valuable bronze cannons were salvaged in the 17th century, until she was located again in the late 1950s in a busy shipping area in Stockholm harbor. The ship was salvaged with a largely intact hull in 1961. She was housed in a temporary museum called Vasa Warship, the Vasa shipyard, until 1988 and then moved permanently to the Vasa Museum in the Royal National City Park, 2, in Stockholm. The ship is one of Sweden's most popular tourist attractions and has been seen by over 35 million visitors since 1961. 3. Since her recovery, Vasa has become a widely recognized symbol of the Swedish Empire. The ship was built on the orders of the King of Sweden Gustavus Adolphus as part of the military expansion he initiated in a war with Poland-Lithuania, 1621 to 1629. She was constructed at the Navy Yard in Stockholm under a contract with private entrepreneurs in 1626 to 1627 and armed primarily with bronze cannons cast in Stockholm specifically for the ship. Richly decorated as a symbol of the king's ambitions for Sweden and himself, upon completion she was one of the most powerfully armed vessels in the world. However, Vasa was dangerously unstable, with too much weight in the upper structure of the hull. Despite this lack of stability, she was ordered to sea and foundered only a few minutes after encountering a wind stronger than a breeze. The order to sail was the result of a combination of factors. The king, who was leading the army in Poland at the time of her maiden voyage, was impatient to see her take up her station as flagship of the reserve squadron at Alsnabben in the Stockholm archipelago. At the same time, the king's subordinates lacked the political courage to openly discuss the ship's problems or to have the maiden voyage postponed. An inquiry was organized by the Swedish Privy Council to find those responsible for the disaster, but in the end no one was punished. During the 1961 recovery, thousands of artifacts and the remains of at least 15 people were found in and around Vasa's hull by marine archaeologists. Among the many items found were clothing, weapons, cannons, tools, coins, cutlery, food, drink and 6 of the 10 sails. The artifacts and the ship herself have provided scholars with invaluable insights into details of naval warfare, shipbuilding techniques and everyday life in early 17th century Sweden. Today Vasa is the world's best preserved 17th century ship and the most visited museum in Scandinavia. 4. The wreck of Vasa continually undergoes monitoring and further research on how to preserve her. 5.
Takot di man sing nga to.
Picture din. Yung picture ka na tita.
One picture there.
Sige. One picture daw? No. You.
Go. Awesome.
Mais donc après que j'avais reculé.